Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mandela Effects After Dark and Diva After Dark. I'm your host, Sandy Diva, and joining me as always is SAG Arm Mandela Effect, pushing button 62, who doesn't belong there, Astral Fugitive, and we have Roger Ledwell tonight. How is everyone doing? I'm going to start with Roger because you're our guest. How are you doing tonight, Roger?
I'm doing beautiful, man. How about yourself?
I've been better. I have been better. But thank you for asking. Yeah. How about, thank you. How are you doing, Pushing?
I was doing great until you said I don't belong here.
No, in this, you didn't belong. You're with your back to me.
Oh,
Poor Pushing.
I moved Pushing because his back was to me, so I moved you. That's all. You get second in command. That's all. You're on. You're first in line on the bottom row. That's all.
Yeah, you're the top supporter here. You own the show.
I'm a stockholder.
Yeah, you're the main stockholder, and then Astro and everybody else that pitches in. They'll get paid in heaven.
So, since you're talking, how are you tonight, Jose?
I'm doing good. It was a good day. I fixed my own truck and everything, which it was a learning experience. Pretty scary, but yeah, I did it. You know, not bad for an old man.
Good job.
Still got it. Well, don't have money to pay mechanics, so you have to do things yourself now.
Hey, so I did it. I changed out my what's it called? I don't know, the thing that makes the air conditioner blow air. The blower motor. That's what I changed out. Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now you don't catch me doing that. Just changing tires, changing spark plugs, change the oil, and now I just fixed it's called a stabilizer rod. I guess it goes underneath the steering and stuff. So yeah, my if I didn't fix that, my wheel just pops out, to the side.
So, that's not good.
Yeah, they told me you're a dangerous man. You must be, you must not want to live. It's like, yes, I want to live. That's why I'm here. Yeah, but yeah, it's good to be here, and I'm glad everything's going okay. So my dog's happy, my lady's happy, so everything's happy now. So it's good.
Nice.
Very good. How about you, Astral? How are you doing tonight? Uh-oh. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Just tired.
Okay. Well, hopefully we won't be here too long. I guess I should get to the shout outs first. That's what I'll do before I get. This is a hard show to do. All right. Well, really quickly, let me get this banner up. This banner is a little special tonight because we're on both channels. So, first in the chat, in one chat, was Missing Time 420 and D-Man 216 in the other. Second in the chat tonight, Mr. Super Sidewinder, come back. And Little Cam 51 in the other chat. And Daniel Riffle in third, Little Cam as well. So then we had Kitty Cannywhack, followed by David, aka Logan Freeman. Spider Bite is here. We have Ty Man, Jose Pushin, Roger, Josh, Yanni, Astral Fugitive, Post Anything To, Ken Raz, Noise Guru, Marv Graham, welcome, Walter K, Salad, Hammers Facts, Woo Riders DG, Mustard Seed of Faith. I'm writing them down as I say them now. Woo, I'll get to that in 1 second. I promise. And I have to do some thank yous too. William Eason is here.
What's up, William?
And I think that's everybody. I think I have everyone so far. So really quickly, Woo Riders is dropping donuts in the chat. So
Yay.
Here you go, Woo.
Looks like Guru was out of a job. There was somebody.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the donut now hasn't happened in a long time? Yeah.
Yeah. somebody took over. Yeah.
That's okay.
I just wanted to say hi to Roger. I haven't said hi to him. I was too much. I was eating some
We just lost
cucumbers.
Roger. We just
Oh,
lost
you did?
Roger.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I'm sorry. I just wanted to apologize. I was stuffing my face with cucumbers. So, not that. Don't be thinking bad. Slices of cucumbers.
You as well, Woo. Yeah. I don't know what happened to Roger. I hope he comes back soon.
Okay.
But I don't know if we're sharing to Roger or if Roger's not here. So I have to wait now for Roger to get back. So while we wait for Roger to return, hello, Michael Fontaine. Oh, wait a minute. Yep. Okay. We have thank yous to do. We have. I'm going to do a thank you that I've already done, but I did it on the other channel. So I'm going to do it again here from before. And then I also have to thank Roger when he comes back and Woo. So give me a minute. Still writing Michael Fontaine down. Hey, D-Man. Is Roger still live on Roger's channel? Oh, Roger's back. Sort of. His camera's on. There we go.
I'm here, and you've been live the whole time. I was just messing around with my.
Okay. Because I didn't know. I didn't want to start talking and then, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's important to me that since we were on your channel that we do it here, there too. You know what I'm saying? It's the way I roll. But guys, really quickly, we're going to do the trophies up first because we have lots of trophies to do. Because again, I did this on the other channel and I'd like to do it here as well. So trophies up, please, for Richard Minnick. I don't know if you're listening, Richard, but thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. There's a thank you for you on the other channel as well. Thank you, Richard. Okay, and then we're going to switch up the trophy and the banner. And we're going to say thank you so much. Huge trophies up, everyone, if it'll switch. There we go. For Roger, thank you, Roger. I get to thank you right here. Yay.
Yeah, thank you, Roger. We appreciate it.
Ooh.
You're very welcome.
Okay, and now we're going to switch it one more time and say, guys, trophies up, please. Where's my banner? I had it. Uh-oh. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to fix the banner. My goodness. Well, you can start putting the trophies up. For Woo Riders DG. Let's see if it goes on the screen. Come on. I'm clicking. There it is. Thank you again, Woo. Ah, there it goes. Now I got to get all these trophies on the screen before they disappear from StreamYard because they love doing that. They love disappearing. Let's get the thank you with sprinkles on top going on. Yeah, I think we already lost some trophies. Oh, my goodness. Because they're StreamYard. Show me more of the chat. I don't understand that. But I'm sure you guys put in trophies more than once, so I'll get you. Special K is here. And Paramarv, welcome, welcome. All right, guys. So why am I saying I'm sorry in the title? Because I am sorry. I had to delete my short. It wasn't getting much traction anyway, so let's be real. It wasn't a big deal to delete the short here. It did have 1,600 views on TikTok, but TikTok standards, that's not a lot either. It's still on TikTok. I told them I wanted to reply to the messages on TikTok, and I told them I was deleting it tomorrow. So I will be deleting it tomorrow. But it is still currently up on TikTok. So the video where I found that photo of the crater, every image in that video was real. I could find it on NASA's website, or on the Johnson Space Center website, or on the Johnson Space Center Flickr account, or on NASA Plus. The images were there, every single one of them. And the reason why I went to those places is because, number one, the person who uploaded that video listed those places as their source for the images. Number two, when I saw that crater photo, the first thing I thought was AI. That was the first thing I thought. I'm like, that looks like AI. It's too detailed. It's too perfect. But to my surprise, that crater image was on the Johnson Space Center Flickr account. And I am mad at myself. I am kicking myself because I didn't take a screenshot of the image with amongst the other images in the folder. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go to Flickr, you see all the images listed. I just saved the image. I took a screenshot of the image and I saved it because I was looking for a high quality version because the video version was blurry.
Well, why do you have to apologize if NASA isn't going to apologize for all their AI images?
Well, because I take pride in what I do and
Yeah,
I want people to trust me.
This is personal. Just the way I make my videos, I have to do my research, double check it, triple check it, and then after I upload it, and it says a copyright, and like, damn it, there you go again. I start over again. So, yeah, it's I want to do a good job for the people, and you know, I want them to be in.
That was mainly just joking. But
yeah, you know, I just get mad when they tell me it's AI. It's like, no, it's not. It's real. So, AI is messing up with everybody.
Well, but that's the thing, though. Like I said, it was uploaded to the Johnson Space Center official Flickr account. So even though my gut was saying AI, they were saying it was real. So I had to go with it's real. And knowing it's real, that doesn't make sense that there's a moon in the sky. And then there was an updated version where it was blue and green and brown, but still the moon and bigger. So that was weird. Well, when I started getting comments on TikTok and on Roger's channel from some of his people that it was AI, I went to go look for it to prove that it wasn't AI, that it was in the Space Center Flickr account. Pushin, can you mute until you talk because you're getting that feedback thing going on?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. So I went back there and they've since removed it. So I'm going to say, knowing how I upload to Flickr, you hit the upload button, it opens up your photo album, and you select the images, and sometimes it'll select images you don't want to select, and I'll have to X them out of the folder. My guess is they didn't mean to upload that one.
Big
But-
oops. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, big oops. But the thing is, it was there for days. And then also, I'm kicking myself. What I should have done after I took that image from Flickr, I should have run it through an AI checker, and I didn't. Had I run it through an AI checker, the presentation would have been different. It would have been, guys, check this out. This image is 99% AI and it's on the Flickr account. That's what the presentation would have been, not there's a moon behind the moon. You see what I'm saying? It would have been a different presentation, and that's on me for not checking it.
Do you
Because
think,
I
I'm sorry.
assume that them uploading it to their Flickr account meant that it was real.
Yeah, I think they were trying to fool everybody. Everybody on TikTok, everybody on, because everybody was, like Pushing was saying, they're messing up everything, and we're showing the proof. But I think they threw like a little wrench to everything, so they can make themselves look like, look, they're doing this and we're not doing it. So I think they're tricking us by playing the good guys, or trying to trick us that they're putting something that is true but it's not. Conspiracy.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. Something amazing happened. Hi, Francine.
Okay, all right.
I'm sorry, Francine. Wait, hold on. This is a historic moment. I just realized I normally send the show to Francine, and because I was trying to upload stuff up until the last second, I didn't send out the show yet, and Francine found her way here. Good job, Francine. Yay. I'm so proud of her. Okay, sorry.
One small step for Francine.
This is a historical moment.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is. A lot of
But-
historical moments. Me fixing a car and Francine finding the chat room. Yay.
So I am putting this on the screen. These are the thumbnails, and I did know it. Like I said, I knew it, but because it was there on their official Flickr account, I just went with it. I should have checked it first. Hey, Ormane.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Sandy. But yeah, like we did shows like this before to warn people not to fall for the AI. Look what happened.
Yeah.
The
The first thing I looked at when I saw those moon craters, the second batch
Yeah.
of photos, is right away. That's AI generated. That's all.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, let's
Get
continue.
worse. I'm sorry, but it's gonna get worse because AI is gonna get better. and better,
again. We can go again. These are just the thumbnails. I need the placeholder upload. So that's the original image that was in the video. So in the video, they added the NASA Artemis 2, and which is interesting that they put NASA. I mean, I guess it's NASA, but again, it was in the Johnson Space Center Flickr account. So you think they would have written Johnson Space Center Flickr, NASA Artemis 2, but they didn't. I don't know. All right, next. I'm just showing you the images that we shared that are fake. And there was an update in the Flickr account. That's what bothers me. There was an update. 2 updates. Okay, next. So yeah, there were 2 updates and they weren't even real. But here's my guess. Honestly, NASA makes wallpapers for phones, and they're obviously art. They're not, you know what I'm saying? No, I mean, like, they're not trying to sell them as real. They're trying to sell them as artistic representations of things. And I wonder if this was meant to be a wallpaper.
Yeah, but it's on their Johnson website, right? Think about it.
It's nowhere now. It's gone.
Figures.
They must have found a black hole.
Yeah.
Okay, next. Yeah, so I'm showing this one because one of the comments on TikTok was it's not the moon, it's blue. Well, it doesn't matter now. It's AI. We know it's AI, but again, there's no such thing as a round lake that size, like the size of Portugal and Spain. And it's perfectly round. We also don't have oceans shaped like that or continents. So anyway, it's just the moon colored in blue. Okay, next. All right. Roger, this is where I'm going to say you might want to cut your channel off.
You think they're gonna? Well, I can turn off YouTube and go to Rumble if you want me to do that.
It's not that. No, that's not what I'm concerned about. I'm concerned that people are going to come after me with pitchforks and fire.
No, I've already. They're after me already. They've been chasing me around since yesterday and last night, and
Yeah, but this is different. This is different, Roger. I'm telling you, this is different.
Yeah, you got to protect your channel.
This would be like me saying to you the earth is round and it's for a fact, but I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is there's a conspiracy theory going around our communities that the crew of the Challenger didn't die, and they absolutely did. The images being shared are not them. 1,000,000,000%, and I'm going to prove it. So here's the thing, guys. Do you care about the truth? Or do you just want to believe what you were shown and told? Are you a truther or a conspiracy theorist? That's what you have to ask yourself. Because I'm going to show you the truth beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah,
And it's going to upset some people. I know it's going to upset some people, but it is the truth.
Okay.
All right.
I can bear with it. People can think for themselves. I don't tell people what to make conclusions out of. I let them take the evidence for their own self.
Exactly. Yeah. But they still like to shoot the messenger. So
I'm not delivering the message. I'm here presenting. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah. Disclaimer. This is just for entertainment purposes only, YouTube. So be nice.
Oh, don't worry. I got the stickers for that. I got the sticker. Entertainment purposes only, YouTube.
Was the Challenger the one where they actually walked on the moon, supposedly?
No, this is the one that blew up in 1986 while we watched on TV in the classroom.
Yeah.
Oh, on the way out, on the way up. Yeah.
I don't really either, Special K, but I didn't know how to put it. It's just, this is the truth.
They blew up on the way out of the atmosphere, right?
Yes, on the way out.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Noel. It's not an open panel, sweetie. This is a very special show. I'm sorry. Okay. So these are the images being shared around the internet saying that they never died. These are the people this is the crew today. One just passed away September 25th. And that's the guy right about where your mouse is. No, the guy with the white hair. He just passed away in September.
Michael
Smith. Yeah.
Michael Smith. Yeah. All right. We can go to the next picture. Okay. Let me ask you a question. If the crew of the Challenger didn't die, where's he?
I think it's one they couldn't find. That's what I've heard.
The one they couldn't find. They did find him. They found him a couple days later. In this reality, at least, they found him a couple days later. They according to the official report, they brought one of them up, left him in the wherever they found them, went back down, and he disappeared because the ocean moved stuff. And they found him a couple days later.
According to the official story. I got you.
According to the official report, yes.
Yeah, but they blew up.
Hey, Sandy,
Okay.
Before we move forward, is there any way to ask you or ask the crew or ask everybody, you think we shifted and now that information that you did the other show, it is no longer available in this place that we're at right now?
It's very
Is that-
possible.
Because what you're showing me right here is like, it's going to trigger a lot of people too. So
That's what I said.
Maybe
It's going to
this is a
upset
new
some people.
reality with a new truth, and maybe we need to tell the truth again, but this time in a different reality.
It could
Okay,
be.
I'll shut up right there. Okay.
All right.
I
What I'm
just
going
wanna
to tell
keep people in
everyone
mind.
is before we go any further, you don't have to believe me, but I'm going to show you facial features that are impossible to be plastic surgeryed away. Like you can't change where the eye sockets are. You can't change the size of your eyeball. You understand? So right here, everyone is saying that the man on the left is the man on the right. All you need to do is look at the eyes. The man on the right, his eyes are straight underneath. The man on the left, they slope downwards. Also,
his teeth are different too.
his teeth are different. His nose is different. Everything is different. Yet people are passing it around that the man on the left is the man on the right. And they don't even look the same. The ears are different. The chin is different.
I wish the two guys on the left had their mouth open a little bit more, because then you could really see the difference in the teeth. They look similar, but you could tell they're different.
But all you need to do is look at his eyes. That's all you need to do is look
No,
at
I
his
know that
eyes.
too, but the
Because
teeth.
you
was the
can't
first thing
change
I
it.
noticed.
I've never seen the guy on the bottom left.
It's the same guy as the one above. It's just from the front instead of from the side.
Hmm.
Same
Yeah.
guy.
Nose is different, yeah. Even the what do they call those? Not the dimples, but the lines that the smile makes on the side of your face. I guess that's dimples. The ones that the lines that connect from your
Mhm.
nose down to the side of your mouth.
Yeah,
Even
but they're
those don't-
different.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
curve the same either.
They don't curve the same because someone just said it. One more quarter, hello, says the smile looks pretty close. No, it doesn't. And that's why I'm going to show you withdrawing. So we're going to go on to the next picture.
Yeah, one is round and the other one is pyramid.
And I get it. Some people do not like see facial features with the same discernment as other people. It's just the way our brains work sometimes. Some people are very good at seeing facial features and others are not. And some of us were trained because we went to school for art. We were trained to look at shadows and lines when it comes to the eyes. So now again, I'm showing you, he's got very wide set eyes that are straight, very even. He's got very symmetrical eyes. In all of his pictures, none of them curve down. And when he smiles, he has this, it goes up before it curves down. The little grin thing on the side. That's going to be important. So we can go to the next one. I'm just going to do everything I can to get you guys to see if these people are not the same. We may get some redundancy, but here we go. Eyes versus eyes and nose versus nose and ears. You can't even see the guy's ears compared to the other guy. The other guy's ears stick out. You can get them pinned back in plastic surgery, but I don't think that's the case here because the nose is so different. The guy in the top, the crew member, his nose, he has a very straight bridge that you can see was broken. It goes over to the one side, and then it's almost straight the whole way down. The man on the bottom, they're saying is him. His nose starts thinner at the top and then gets wider at the bottom. As Dr. Gary Linkoff would say, he has a bulbous tip, whereas the astronaut does not. And the astronaut has a wider nose. slightly wider, but it's wider and it's more symmetrical. Whereas the man on the bottom, he's got more of the nostril on one side than the other. And his eyes are tilted downwards. Okay, next. Here's the corners of the mouth, like you were saying. So the astronaut has more of a toothy smile. His teeth are all crooked. I don't think their teeth are similar at all. The guy on the bottom, his teeth are crooked, but not like that. He doesn't have teeth behind teeth. And the gaps in the smile are completely different. The older man on the bottom, his mouth curves down, whereas the other one is straight before it curves a little bit. And there's more gap on the older man than on the astronaut. I don't remember his name. Is it Scobie? Oh, Michael Smith. No, that's Scobie. I think his name's Scobie.
Yeah, can I add something right quick, Sandy?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. The shuttle was just basically a high altitude airplane. So if they put astronauts on that thing, or so-called astronauts, if they did explode, they would have died no matter what. Yeah, so this is, I guess, isn't proof they went to space or Artemis is real or anything. I just wanted to throw that out there, just so a lot of people are asking questions on my side, and I'm like,
Oh no, I'm just doing it to because I couldn't remember his name.
Yeah, so
astronaut, according to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just to delineate the guy they say is him. I couldn't remember. It was Scobie. Now I remember it's Scobie.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Just pointing that out. That's all I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't care how similar the mouth is when everything else is so wrong. When the eyeballs are not the same, it doesn't matter if the mouth is similar. The fact of the matter is the man they're saying is that's him has eyes that point downward on the outside. And the man in the Challenger, Scobie, his eyes are straight across. You can't change that. That cannot be changed with plastic surgery. So it doesn't matter if his nose is similar, if his mouth is similar. If there is a feature that cannot be changed with plastic surgery that is obviously different, they are not the same. All they are people with similar features. They're not the same people. Okay, next. Even their chins are different. So the man they say he is, his chin is more squared, whereas Scobie's chin is more pointed. Again, you can have surgery to change the chin though, but it's not similar at all. They are different. You can even see the man on the bottom has like a bump in the front from the chin, whereas the bump on the front of Scobie's chin is flat. It's not the same. They're not the same at all. Okay, next. So it's just me pointing out the straight eyes versus the curved eyes. You can't change that. These are not the same people. I could believe that man is his son, but not him. Because they do have similar features, but their features are different. That's me drawing the shape of the chin. And to show you the differences in the teeth and the grin. Also, the man on the bottom doesn't have a dimple. The man on the top does.
Well, yeah. Never mind.
Did I say hi to Roulier Benjamin? Well,
No.
if I didn't, hello. Okay, I've drawn their noses to hopefully help you see the differences. He's got a straight nose. He has a bulbous tip that gets wider. It's a wider nose. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. The shape of their nose is completely different. Their ears are different too. But again, you could get surgery to pin back the ears, but you can't change the eyes. You cannot change the eyes. So I don't care what else looks similar. The eyes prove they are not the same. Next.
You don't think tilting your head back would change any of that, do you?
No, because it's actually the shape of the eye.
Oh, okay. Because I was saying the guy on the bottom technically has his head tilted back. That might be why the chin looks a little different on the guy on the bottom.
It could be, but the eyes, the corners on the inside are higher than the corners on the outside. Whereas the man on the top, the corners are level.
Yeah. Yeah.
They also have different color eyes. He's got ice blue. The other one's got dark blue. I mean, contacts and all. But I'm just pointing out another difference.
Yeah, probably the best way I would say would be like get an older picture of you and compare it to you now.
Mm-hmm.
See if you can find any changes in your own face.
You would not find changes in your eyes unless there's something wrong with them.
Yeah, gotcha.
Like for example, here's a change you could find in your eye. Here you go. With age, your eyes become more hooded because the skin becomes more lax. But even with it being more hooded, it's still going to have the same curvature. Your eye isn't going to droop because you got older.
Yeah.
Unless you have a stroke.
I see what you're saying.
If you had a stroke, maybe like one side of your face would droop comparably.
Right, but both sides are drooping on him.
Yeah.
And when he smiles, you can tell he doesn't have a stroke. There was no stroke.
Okay. I wasn't putting that as an excuse. I'm just saying.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the man on the left, they claim is the man on the right. And just looking at it, you could say, yeah, maybe. This one I would say is the closest one. He's the one that looks the closest. Like, this is not William. What's his name? Michael J. Smith or Michael A. Smith?
It's Michael Smith. I don't know about the A. I don't know his middle name.
He's got a middle initial. He uses his middle initial.
You see the two teeth in front, like I guess, and then like on the picture of the guy on the right, if you look at the two teeth on the right, and then you look at the two teeth on the right of the guy up on the upper left, like,
yep.
Yeah, they don't match at all.
They don't, but you know what? There's such a thing as dentures and caps.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why I said I'm gonna cover things that aren't usually done, can't be done with cosmetic changes. All right. So we're gonna move on. First of all, skin tone. He's red. That is a red dude. He is so red. And that's not like, no, all the pictures of him were very red. That one's probably a little more red than others, but in a couple images I took the red down so it wasn't as distracting. But it's his skin tone. He's got a ruddy skin tone. That's just a skin tone. And you can't change that. You really can't. But let's continue.
Can I say
all
one
right.
thing right Lev says hi. He can't see your. He doesn't know that you can't see my chat.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I can't see Roger's chat. Hello, Roger's chat. All right. The nose is way different. The nose is way different. We'll get to the nose in a minute, though. Right now, we're looking at the mouth. Please tell me you can see that the man on the left, his lip comes down into a point, but the Smith on the right, there is no point that comes down in the middle. Like, that would be very hard to achieve with cosmetic surgery without fillers, and fillers would make it look more plump, not stay thin like that. I don't know that they could do that cosmetically. Add in a point to a lip. But yeah, as you can see, the teeth are very, very different. The astronaut, air quotes for the chat, has a very gummy smile, whereas man on the left doesn't. But again, that can be fixed by a dentist. The shape of the teeth can be fixed by a dentist, but ask yourself, why would a dentist give him a tooth like a snaggle tooth? You see the snaggle tooth on the left? Why would you add that? Why go through the trouble of adding a space between your teeth and a tooth that doesn't fit, that can potentially push other teeth out of the way? It's not something a dentist would willingly do.
Well, I think Astro is correct, because the teeth are like a fingerprint, and every dentist, when they give you the X-ray, I believe the FBI and CIA, they have a copy of it. So it's a fingerprint. You cannot change that.
Well, you
Yeah.
can. You can get caps or dentures, and that
what
changes your entire mouth.
what I'm saying is, if like just assuming that both of these pictures are the guy's both original teeth, they're definitely. I don't think they're the same.
Yeah,
at all.
we're
I mean,
assuming- that's what
assuming
I
that
do.
they didn't get dentures or caps. All
But
right.
not only that, the gaps next to the teeth are completely different.
Yeah, that's what
They're
I mean.
bigger and wider on the sides of the man they're claiming is him.
Like, can they change? I mean, I guess you could change the shape of the teeth, and I guess your gums would probably form differently around it. But yeah, I guess your gums could be reformed. I guess. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, Roger, we've lost 10 people. They're already
no.
triggered.
It's all right. I mean, let people draw their own conclusions. I have an opinion on it myself, but it's not like I'm going to get mad at you for covering what you're covering.
Yeah.
Well,
Everybody's free to believe what they're going to believe.
I don't know.
This doesn't change anything in my world. Even if people died on the Challenger or not, it's the fact that they can't go to a place that doesn't exist. That's really the big issue.
Oh, yeah. No, it's just, I'm not even talking about that. All I'm talking about is.
You're talking to conspiracy people, basically. You're pointing out facts.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to the next one, because, again, the math is irrelevant to me. Okay, next. But I'm going to show it to you again. The issues with the teeth. One-on-one. We've got much bigger teeth on the bottom, on the sides. Wider teeth in the middle. And like I said, gummy. And the lip is different. There's a pointed lip. His lip, top lip, is literally like a V. Whereas the other one is almost straight across. It goes up a little bit. But it's straighter than the other man. Okay, let's continue. Now we're going to look at the eyes. Different colors, of course. That can be changed with contacts. They both have pretty even eyes. And this is what I'm talking about, where it's possible that the man on the bottom, because he's older, that they became hooded with age. That's why I'm showing that. So I wouldn't use the eyes as a marker, because the hoodedness could have happened, with age. However, there is something with the eye that cannot be changed. Okay? The Challenger crew member, if you look at his eye on our right, so his left eye, but the eye on our right, the inside corner is down, and then it goes up as it goes outward. Whereas the other eye is straight across. The one eye is tilted differently from the other one. The man on the bottom, his eyes are the same. And none of his eyes have the inner corner lower than the outer corner. So 100%, they're different people. You can't change that. You can't change the eye socket. I would
Now
also argue. I would also argue that the crew member on the top, one of his eyes is his right eye. His eye on the right is slightly larger than the other eye. Sorry, were you gonna say Astral?
I didn't. Oh, did I say something? No, I didn't. No, I did say.
I think it was Roger.
Oh, it was Roger. Roger, were you gonna say something?
I was gonna say that if they take your eyes out and drill the sockets out again, they could replace them, move them around.
Mm-hmm.
It was a joke. I don't think anybody's gonna do that to their eyes. They're gonna drill
But-
your skull out.
Even
In
the-
general, though, the guy on the top just has like I don't know. It just it looks way different. Like his eyes are rounder. I mean, I know that would get weighed down with age, but still.
Mm-hmm.
But the black pupils don't match. The other one are, squeezed
Oval.
together, and the other one is round. Yeah.
Yeah, they have different shaped pupils. Correct.
Hmm.
Yeah, they do look kind of reptilian. That could just
They
be
do.
a lot.
Yeah, everybody's saying that over my chat. They're reptilian. They can change.
No,
Their shape.
that's right. That's where I saw it. That's why I said that. I saw someone say
Okay.
William Eason, I am with you 100%. I only recognize 2 of them. Of the Columbia astronauts, I only recognize 2 of them. Okay, next. I think we're going to get to the nose. Oh, no. It's another picture of the eye to show you beyond a shadow of a doubt that the man on the right, the bottom, now it's the bottom, it's reversed. Look at the eye on the right. The corner is lower than the corner on the outside. The inner corner is lower than the outside corner. The man on the top, and their eyes are opposite. So now the astronaut is on the bottom. I have to call them astronauts. It's the easiest way to delineate who's who. So the Challenger crew member, the astronaut, whatever, his eye on the left is smaller than the one on the right. The man on the top, his eye on the right is smaller than the one on the left. But both corners are equal. They are different people. There's no other way around that. Okay, now we're at the nose. Oh, okay.
Another thing I want to point out is that look at the eyebrows. They're pointing down. On the one on top, the eyebrow, the hair is pointing down, and the other one's going to the side, to the back. A different type of hair.
That could be. You can alter that, though, is what I'm saying. Yeah, you're right. I did notice it, because he's got gray hair. The eyebrows are more wiry. Like gray hair's got a different texture to it.
It doesn't stand out as much, but yeah, I just picked on that detail, but maybe it was nothing.
Hey, Ben, we are looking at the Challenger people that people say are not dead, and I'm trying to prove to you all that they actually are. Or not that they're actually dead. I don't know. But what I do know is the people they say that are them, 100% are not them. So now we're going to compare their noses, which are very different. So the older man has an indent in his nose. So like if you were to feel his nose, there'd be a bump and then a bump in the center. He's got an indent in the center. And then he's got a rounded bulbous tip. The other guy, straight in the middle, and it's wider. So wider nose. It goes straight down to a little round spot, or a little round tip. Very straight nose. The man on the top has a wider bulbous tip with a dent in the center. Also, he's got more definition, the older man on the top. More definition on the sides of the nose. I forget the nasal area, the top of the nasal area has more definition, whereas the Challenger crew member, it's very smooth. There's not much definition to the sides of the nose. Again, nose can be changed. I get that. I've already shown you it can't be denied, the eyes. The eyes are different. All right, we can continue. I'm going to show you the picture without my drawing on it so you can see it better. Do we see the dent in the middle of the nose? It actually looks like, I don't want to say it, but the man on top looks like he's got male anatomy on his face. Do we see that? Am I making this up? Or do you see that?
Yeah,
It looks
he's
like
got what? What did you say? Male anatomy.
male anatomy. The shape of male anatomy is on his nose.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah. She's just saying it, like in a polite way. Yeah.
I'm trying to say it politely, but you can see
I
that, right?
I just saw it, so yes.
And you
Now
can
that
see
you
that the
pointed it
man on
out.
the bottom does not have that.
You mean a
But
butt crack? A
plastic
butt crack?
surgery. No. She's talking about the frontal part of the male anatomy.
Yeah, the whole frontal part of the male anatomy is on that man's face, except for the very top. Poor guy.
Well, they could have called him that growing up. You never know.
Good have. Yep.
Yeah.
So, not the same nose. And I can't imagine, again, ask yourself this, why would someone have the male anatomy put on their nose? No one's going to do that. If anything, they try to take it away.
Pee-pee face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I call him a
Good way of
pee-pee
putting it,
face.
Sarge.
All right.
So, shape of the nose far away, basic shape. I drew the basic shape. Okay.
Yeah.
What happens when he blows his nose?
I don't want to know.
Well,
Hey, Martine.
we got a lot of people watching, don't we?
Yep, I agree, Woo. 100%. All right, so this is just me showing you the pictures without my drawings on top of it, just so you can see. And maybe you can start to see the differences yourself if you couldn't see them before. The corners of the mouth are different. The teeth are different. Even the lip is shaped different. The man on the left has more of a squared off lip on the bottom, whereas Challenger Crew Dude, it's a nice, just, like a crescent shape, just a nice rounded shape. Okay, next. That's from far away. Now that I've pointed out the differences in the eyes, in the nose, do they still look the same to you? I could see a similarity, like I said, like maybe that's his son, but they don't look like they're the same people to me. Wait, can you go back for 1 second? I also want to mention that the man on the right, his head is longer than the man on the left. Can't change your head shape. Can't do it. He also has a thinner head. So the man on the left, his forehead, if you were to feel that in 3D, right? You start at the temples, you would go up and then across. The man on the right, it's rounded, but he's got like a squared off. You can see the lines in his skull on his forehead because of the lights. Whereas the man on the right, it's just a smooth, rounded forehead. But it's narrower than the man on the right, on the left. They have different shaped heads. You can't change that. Okay, next.
What about the Adam's apple?
Adam's apple can change appearance with age because you can start getting that lax skin.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not taut around it. So I didn't even bother looking at the Adam's apple because of that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now we have the other. I don't remember their names. I'm sorry. I didn't care enough.
These are the twins, right? The comparison.
Yeah, they're saying it's his brother, but boy, do I have something. Somebody went into their ancestry. He doesn't have a brother. This man does not have a brother, people. I'm going to show you the article. The screenshots, it's an old article. The screenshots he gave, you can't see. They're all blurry. But he includes screenshots. We're going to get to that at the end. But They're saying that this man is the same man. I'm asking you to look at their faces. Just take some mental notes of what looks different to you. Because there's no way these are the same people. All right, let's go to the next picture. They have completely different shaped noses. Completely. So the Challenger crew member has a straight, defined nose with defined sides. The man underneath, supposedly his brother Claude, I do remember his name is Claude, has a nose that starts off small at the top and comes down at like a bulbous triangle. And then he's got smaller sides to his nose than the other man. Their ears completely different. And their eye shape is completely different. Now, I will say, the eyes could be a lid surgery. But I don't think so, because the man on the top has like a sharp angle to his eyes. I don't know if they can change that. They can reduce some of the lid skin, but I still think the shape will be the same. Man on the bottom, very straight eyes. Now I'm going to show it to you without the drawing.
Well, hey, Sandy, one thing right quick. This proves a myth. They all don't look the same. All Asians don't look the same.
Absolutely not. Can you see the nose difference, everyone? To me, it's so obvious those are different noses.
Yeah, one's definitely more bulbous, like the one on the bottom. It's wider at the base of the nose.
Yeah.
The guy at the top has got a thin, almost to a point.
Yep, defined bridge. Yep. I mean, they look completely different to me. I don't understand. And even though the man on the bottom has much bigger ears, which could be age, his ears are back further than the man on the top. The man on the top has ears that stick out. But again, you can get them pinned back. Also, the man on the bottom has higher eyebrows that are more rounded than the Challenger crew member. Me showing you the nose from a different angle. He's got a smaller bridge between the eyes. And then his nose comes down, like almost like he has like a diamond shape, like a triangular diamond shaped nose. Whereas the man on the top has a very straight nose. More defined sides of the nostrils. You can't see the nostrils of the man on the bottom. You can on the man on the top. They also have different skin tones. The man on the top is a warm skin tone. The man on the bottom is a cool skin tone. That's why you see so much red. Their lips are shaped different. The man on the bottom is more like a Donald Trump duck lips. The man on the top, thinner lips. But they're shaped similar. They are shaped similar, and their mouths are about the same size. I couldn't find any pictures of his teeth. But hopefully you can see the ear, nose. The nose is the most important thing here. That's without the drawings. That's all. All right. So now we're on to this one. I don't remember his name either. Let me see if I can say it. What's his name? Ron McNair. So McNair. I'll try to remember that. It's easier to say. So McNair. He supposedly has a brother that looks like him too.
All these are the same. This is the astronaut himself, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And this is supposedly his brother. I forget his brother's name. Oh, maybe his name is Claude. I don't know. One of the brothers is named Claude.
Wait, all four of these people are the same person, supposedly?
Supposedly, yes.
One's
To me, one looks very different.
Well, yeah, I guess a gap could just grow in the middle of your teeth, right?
Yeah, if you have teeth pulled in the back, a gap can grow, but the teeth can't change shape on their own. And again, I don't know any dentist that's going to purposely put a gap in the middle of your teeth. Maybe they will. I don't know.
Yeah, because I said, I've had a tooth pulled, and they told me if I didn't get braces, they were all going to spread within like a few years, and it's been almost 20 years, and they haven't moved an inch. So
Same. I think that's a lie just to get you to pay more for dental work.
yeah, I don't know about other people, but my teeth haven't like this. They said it was all going to spread out to fill in the gap, and it hasn't moved an inch, and it's been almost 20 years.
Yeah, no.
And JJ just said it's Robert Downey Jr. on the right. Don't ever go full retard.
Thank you, Carl. Ronald and Carl, thank you. So Ron McNair, the other guy's Carl. All right, we get the next one. Because to me, right off the bat, the smile is different. And I'm not talking about the teeth. I'm talking about the shape of the smile. The man on the left, when he smiles, the corners are going down. The man on the right, when he smiles, the corners are up. Their noses are completely different. The man on the left has a longer nose. The man on the right has a shorter nose. The man on the left has a more defined bridge. The man on the right does not. It's flatter. The man on the left has you can see part of his nostril. This is the same angle. You can't see a nostril on the man on the right. The man on the right has a more defined brow bone. It sits over his eyes, giving his eyes more shadow than the man on the left. So the brow bone sticks out more on the man on the right than the man on the left. Now, I understand the man on the left has more weight on him than the man on the right, but that doesn't change the fact that their heads are shaped different. He's got more of a round face, and he's got more of like a square. Like he's got that defined jaw, and whatchamacallit, the temples go in, whereas the other man on the left, the temple, it's straight up. There's no delineation where the temples are.
They could be brothers. I can say that.
They could be brothers, but they are not the same person.
I'm not going to say they're brothers either, but you got to remember they use central casting for a lot of these people. So.
Yep. Their eyes also. Can you go back for 1 second? I need you to look at their irises. There's more. You can see white under the iris of the man on the right. You can't see it on the left. Or if you can, it's only a sliver on the one side. So that's why when you go to an eye doctor, they check where your pupil is and your iris is. Because some people's irises sit higher, some people sit lower.
Sorry, I gotta say this. Hey, they both have wavy hair. The one on the right is, Afro wavy. The other one's hair is waving goodbye.
Good joke. Not corny at all.
Bye-bye. See you later. Ben liked it. All right.
Hey, Jessica Kirk.
Thank you, Roger.
You're welcome.
Yeah, they both have wavy hair. Okay.
All right, let's continue. All right, we're comparing the mouths here. Again, they are completely different. The one on the top, it's almost like his upper lip overlaps the bottom lip. because of that downward curve on the corners when he's smiling.
Can I point out something else right quick? The guy
Yeah.
at the bottom, his teeth seem shorter. Like,
Yeah, his teeth are shorter. Absolutely.
and the gap, especially, it just jumps right at you.
Yep.
Right.
And chip. He's got a chip in his tooth, I think, on the top. Underneath.
You're making me feel bad. I got to go get some dental work done myself, and they're pushing me to do it. Like, yeah, you're getting older. You need to get it done. I don't want to, but yeah.
And the man on the bottom has a shorter chin. The lip to the chin is shorter than the man on the top. The man on the top has a longer distance between the lip and the chin. Okay, next. All right, again, looking at the eyes. The man on the bottom has more skin under the eyes than the man on the top. Definitely brotherly trait to have that like puffy skin under there, but the man on the bottom has a lot of it compared to the man on the top. But you can see that brow bone shadow. Like his brow bone sticks out more. You can even see it in the nose, right above the nose. It's got like a little, it's darker, and then the light starts to hit on the nose. That's where the brow bone ends. But clearly, to me, the man on the top has a more defined nose than the man on the bottom. The man on the bottom's nose is more flat, more triangular shaped.
Yeah, I can see it. The nostrils go up further.
Yep. Ears are shaped differently as well. I'm not talking about pinned back. I'm talking about the inside of the ear. Can't change that. You can't change the shape of the inside of the ear. You can see that they're completely shaped different. The man on the bottom has more, it sticks out. The part that sticks out inside the ear is thicker than the man on the top.
Oh yeah, and then you can see the line that curves down, and then you see up on top, like it almost looks like it has like two bumps, kind of like two chambers, but on the one on the bottom, I mean, it could just be age, I guess. Maybe they're more defined later on, but it looks different to me too.
It does look different. I agree.
I don't
Also, something else you can't change. If you look at the very top of the nose between the eyes, that's the positioning of the eyes. You can see that the man has, it's much thinner up there, the man on the bottom, versus the man on the top. It's much wider. All right, we can go.
Well, I didn't know you had Jessica Kirk in your chat.
Yep. I just said hi to Jessica.
Hi, Jessica Kirk. That was a great show, by the way. The memorial.
Here's just me drawing the different shapes. And I'll show it to you without it.
Yeah, his neck looks bigger too, doesn't it?
It does. Well, it's hot. It's longer.
Yeah.
A much longer neck. Now we're to Resnick.
Oh, Judith. Nah.
Judith Resnick. And people are trying to say this woman is her. Now, this woman is also named Judith Resnick. She's a professor. Guys, come on. Judith Resnick, the Challenger crew, she's got an oval face with a pointy chin, or not super pointy like a heart shape, but she's got a chin that comes down to a rounded point. The other woman has like a horse face, like Jessica. What's her name?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Oh,
Yeah,
Jessica Parker.
Sarah Jessica Parker. That's it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Her face is long. That comes to a sharp point. Very strong features that Judith Resnick, the Challenger crew girl, does not have. Their head is completely shaped different. You can't change that. You can't change that. And also, if you look at the black and white photo where she's got like just a regular relaxed face, she's not smiling. When this woman smiles, she loses her eyes. Her eyes just crinkle up. And that's because she's got eyes that are straight underneath and then rounded on top, like an almond shape, but straight at the bottom. So when she smiles, it crinkles up and her eyes disappear. You're going to notice that Challenger crew Resnick has big round eyes that's like they're so much bigger than her eyes. Besides the teeth, besides the mouth, besides the nose. Also look at her nose in the center. It's like it's like one of those noses that slope down and then back up at the tip. Challenger crew Resnick doesn't have the sloping up at the tip. Hers just comes straight down. But we'll compare that in a minute. Just looking at them, I know they're not the same people. And I have no idea why people think they're the same. It blows my mind. Just because they have the same name. Is that it? Because they have the same name and dark curly hair? I don't get it. They look nothing alike to me. But anyhow, let's continue. Yes, Yanni, I watched that. I watched that as well. Yes. So here I'm drawing her nose on top of her nose versus Challenger crew Resnick's nose. Can you zoom in on her nose, please? Are you able to do that, Astral? By clicking on it? All right, can we see the difference in the noses? Like, it's insane. The difference in the nose is insane.
Well, there you go. Nice.
Also, the Professor Resnick on the left, her teeth, she has a major overbite that makes her teeth come out and back in again. Whereas Challenger Resnick, her teeth are just, standard when she smiles. It's rounded, but it's a standard smile. There's no overbite. And her teeth are much smaller than the Professor on the left. Her forehead's also much longer on the left than on the right. Okay, next. Should be without the drawing. Their noses are completely different. All right. The tip of the nose. Do we see how much more nostril is visible on Professor Resnick at the top versus Astronaut Resnick on the bottom? Her nostril is larger and more like a weird line shape, and you can see the tip of the nose goes underneath the nostril. That doesn't happen in Astronaut Resnick. And do you see what I mean by the teeth? They come outwards and then back in.
Yeah, it's an overbite for sure. But I can't see underneath her bottom lip in the bottom photo as well as I can see in the... Oh, it's a good question. And
that's without it.
Yeah.
Also,
like older pictures of them before they were on the Challenger. That would help a lot.
I did. It was in the picture of when I had just her. I had two older pictures of her. That was way before the Challenger. Also, she's got a tooth that sticks out over her lip on the bottom that Resnick on the top doesn't have. Difference in the nose shape. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes, everyone. Now they're both smiling. look at the woman on the top. There's like no eyeball. And there's a big puffiness. Now, here's the thing. I don't think you can change that part. You either have hollowed out under eyes or it's puffy. Like mine's hollowed out. My eyes will never look like the woman on the top. I have hollowed out eyes like Resnick on the bottom. I don't think you can get that from it, just age. I could be wrong.
I don't want to put the women down or anything, but us as males, we can tell a lady with feminine style, feminine ways, and the one on top is like, "Hey, dude, what's up?"
That's that longer face with with those strong features. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Yeah.
That's do with the head. The head is longer, and she's got the strong jaw, the sharp features. That is less feminine. Yes.
Yeah, the other one, the one on top, always shaking like a man's hand. It's like, "Hey, how you doing?" The other one is like,
honey?
"How you doing, baby?" Hey.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, LBK. She's got thicker, puffier lower eyelids. You either have the puffiness there or you have the hollowness. It's either hollow or puffy. And the one on Judith on Resnick on the bottom has hollowed under eyelids, and Judith on the top has puffy under eyelids. But to me, the nose just so different. It's wider, it's bigger, and it's got more features to it on the top than the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
You can't extend the nose length, I don't think. So, like, for example, Judith on the top could have a nose job to get her nose closer to Judith on the bottom, but I don't think you can go in reverse. I don't think Judith on the bottom could get a nose job to make her nose look like Judith on the top, because that's adding to the nose. But I could be wrong. I'm not a plastic surgeon.
Neither am I. I'd be rich.
Yep. Same. Whoa, there's an echo like you wouldn't believe. All right, let's continue.
Who's it coming from?
It's got to be you. You're the only one not muted, unless it was Astral.
Yeah,
No, I was muted.
let me mute. No.
I was saying, shouldn't that dimple below her nose and above her lip be a little bit more defined than the bottom one too? Even if she wasn't smiling fully.
That's true. The line above her lip, yes.
Because it's...
But you can't see it. You can't see her mouth right now. We're going to get to it,
I
though.
saw it a little bit in the other picture. I don't know. Maybe with age it does get more defined.
How was the echo? Is there still one?
No.
Okay.
All right, let's continue. Okay, so there's another picture of Judith Resnick, and I do see a line above her lip. I do want to point out that the Judith Resnick on the bottom has a shit ton of freckles, and the one on top has none. Like nothing.
The one on the bottom is just a bad picture too. It's got something's off with it, like the lighting, maybe.
Yeah, I thought it was a camera, but now that you mention it, yeah, that's a good catch.
And it's just it's too dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the contrast. You're talking about high contrast.
Yeah.
All right, next one. All right, so it's the bags under the eyes I was talking about. But do we see... They're both smiling right now. Do we see how the Judith on the bottom has much rounder eyes? she's just one of those women that don't smile with her eyes as much. You know what I'm saying? Like some people really smile with their eyes and some people really don't. Well, Judith on the bottom smiles without her eyes a lot. And Judith on the top only smiles with her eyes. But
And the one on the bottom wears makeup, and the other one on top hates the makeup. That's what I mean. Hey, dude, what's up?
okay. Also, the eyebrows are much higher on the Judith on the bottom than the top. And the shape is more rounded than the Judith on the top. Also, something else I want to point out. The bridge of the nose. Again, you can't change this part. If you follow the line on the left side of Judith's nose on the bottom, it gently curves at the eye. Can you use your mouse, Astral, and follow the nose line for me on the bottom? So not that one, the other one. It's the other one I want to compare. So if you go up it curves into the eyebrow. You see that? Whereas on the top, it goes up higher, much higher. Her nose is blocking part of the eye. That doesn't happen on the Judith on the bottom. You can't change that part. You can't change that part of the nose. The part of the nose they change is below that, right where the eyes sit. The bottom of the eyes. That's where they start changing the nose usually.
You think maybe her nose got swollen or something?
No, it's just her nose. I mean, the skin is more lax, of course,
Yeah.
but it's just her nose. Okay, next. All right, so there you can really see Judith Resnick's nose from the side on the top left. The one on the right, the glasses are pushing the part together, but you can see her nostrils. You can only see Judith Resnick, the astronaut's nostrils, when you're taking a picture like that from the bottom up. But again, do we see how rounded the bottom of her eye is versus how straight the bottom of the eye is of Judith? And Judith Resnick, the astronaut, to me, has much bigger eyes because of that roundness than the other Judith. All right, so here's a picture of her when she was younger, the professor on the bottom left, and Resnick when she was younger on the right, the astronaut. So you can see the nose from the front.
And she was a teacher, right? I think
No.
that's what I remember. There was
No.
a teacher.
Yeah, but that's not her.
Okay.
Also, can you zoom in on the bottom left? Look at the chin. It's the chin comes down and it's straight across. It's just a point on the other one. So the chins are different as well. I'm sorry. I didn't spend much time on this one because they look so different to me. They don't look anything alike to me. Like, not even a little. So the top left is her smiling with the same amount of smile. Like her eyes are smiling too on the top left. Can we see the difference in the size of the eyes? You can still see Judith Resnick's eyes on the top left. On the bottom left, the other Judith Resnick, you can barely see her eyes. They're slits. I don't even know why. I don't understand why people think they look the same. Do you guys see any similarities? Do you think they look the same at all? Roger, asking you.
Yeah, I don't see a similar, like their faces are completely different. Like the one at the top is actually more round. Her face is more full. Her cheekbones are close to the same height, but her smile itself it's more rounded than the girl down below. Her forehead is more prominent, but maybe that's the hairstyle. They could cover that up. Other than that, the neckline is completely different too.
Yep.
More rounded.
Astro pushing.
No, I don't think they look the same. I don't understand why in none of her younger pictures she doesn't squint her eyes like she does in her older pictures. Like, I don't know. It is you think, I don't know. Maybe it's, I don't know. Is that something that people can change over time? I mean, isn't that just something you naturally do or don't do?
I mean, she could be consciously doing it to make less wrinkles. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess the older one, well, some of the older ones are taken like, I guess more like where she's not really posing, but those back in the day, I guess maybe they had to be more proper. So I don't know. It just doesn't look this. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Pushing.
Yeah.
Do you think they look similar at all?
No. Not these two. Not at all.
Jose?
Yeah.
Only if I was drunk,
Okay.
but no. No.
So you like wear beer goggles every once in a while is what you're saying?
Yeah, the one on the bottom, I'm gonna have to drink like 2 cases for that one. It's like, no, thank you.
You gotta reverse that on the other side too. You gotta think of what the girl's looking at too. So she may have beer goggles on. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, Mandela Man. I'm sitting here trying to prove that none of these people are the people that people are claiming. None of these people are the crew of the Challenger still alive today. That's what I'm trying to prove to everyone. Hey, boy. Because when I see them side by side with the people that people are claiming they are, I can clearly see they're not the same people. And I'm like, what is wrong with people if they think that these people are actually the same people? And my guess is they're just looking at similarities and ignoring all the differences. That's all I can think of. But these two blew my mind because they look nothing alike.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder if the original astronaut or the traveler, you might say, is still alive. It could be. I mean, the whole point is like what the people are pointing at and saying they are them are not them. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they could very well have still did what they did, and they're throwing you a red herring. You know what red herrings are, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but this has been circulating for years.
Yeah, I know.
But all these people that they think are the astronauts, they all have I mean, they're all people that people have found, right? Like they all exist right now still.
Yeah.
So
Well,
has anybody
yes
gone-
and no. Wait, there's also it's not actually a full yes, but go on.
Well, like any of them, do they know for sure exist? Like somewhere, like you said, the one lady's a professor, right?
Oh yeah. And the
happened to
Krista
have a
McAuliffe one is a lawyer.
So has anybody gone and tried to find
Yeah, they have
like younger pictures of them?
I did. I tried finding other pictures of them. And a lot of the pictures are so low quality they couldn't be used.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I thought maybe if you could find some younger pictures of them, then maybe you could compare them to the younger pictures of these astronauts.
Yeah, that'd be great. But yeah, no, I couldn't find anything.
You even went to Facebook and everything else. You went around
Yeah,
all the social medias.
But you have to understand these people, because of this conspiracy theory, which is what I'm calling it because I don't believe any of it right now. Like, I don't believe any of these people are related to these people. They have been hounded by people asking if they're like, this woman has been hounded being asked if she's the Judith Resnick from the Challenger. So
has done it personally. Yeah, has called her. I know somebody who has called her and talked to her and asked her. Yeah.
Their social medias are private, so you can't see their photos and things like that.
You would think, you would think though that they would want to put their photos up so people could see that they're not. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't prove it one way, or they probably wouldn't even believe it one way or another.
That's why I said, I'm asking people, do you want to believe in a conspiracy theory even when the truth is in front of you? Like, they don't look the same. There's no way around that. They look nothing alike. Do you still want to believe it, though? That's up to you. And there are some people who will still want to believe it. They don't care that you can't change an eye socket. They don't care that, you can't change bone structure. You can't change the shape of a head. They want to believe it so bad that it doesn't matter to them what the facts prove. That's the problem.
Well, that makes us look more nuts when you get those kind of
It does.
You kind of distance yourself from them. And I have this one guy in particular that I'm talking about because he's bullheaded. Let's put it that way. He's got to be right.
All right, we can go to the next one, Astro. We're at Kristen McAuliffe now. Totally Mandela'd. It was Mick Culliff in my past.
And this is a teacher, right?
Yes, this is a teacher.
Yeah.
Now it's Mick Olive.
What a name. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
And her name's Sharon now, by the way.
Okay. Well, that's
not Krista.
Not that big of a deal.
It is for me. She was never Sharon Krista. It was always just Krista. Now it's S. Krista McAuliffe. Never.
Have you looked into like getting her name legally changed? People could do that.
No. That's always been her name.
Okay.
In this reality, it's Mandela for me. Hey, Chilster. Give me a minute. Let me add Chilster to my list before I talk about this one. Okay.
This lady doesn't look anything like
It doesn't look anything like her. Pointy nose, straight mouth. Kristen McAuliffe does not have a straight mouth. She's got that little, her top lip kind of looks like a kid's drawing of a seagull. Like when people draw the line of a seagull. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. I used to draw birds like that when I was a kid. Yeah.
I'm going to say,
there you go.
She looks quite handsome for a woman. I'm going to tell you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where's the drum roll? Looks like a dude to me. The one on
Mandela
the right.
Man, they are not all the same. Oh my gosh. They are not all the same. The one on the bottom left is significantly different than the other two. Okay, we're going to go into, I have one eye is smaller than the other eye. Wait, go back for a second. The woman on the right, her eyeball on our right is significantly smaller than the eyeball on the left. Do you see that? Do you see the smaller eyeball? Because Kristen McAuliffe does not have any smaller eyeballs. Again, you can't change that. No amount of plastic surgery is going to change your eye socket.
Yeah, I get it. This girl's really symmetrical when it comes to her face compared to this one. It's
Yep.
If I want to say, I'm not going to go into conspiracies about that being not a girl, but there's a lot of those out there too.
Yeah. Okay, next. So just looking at the mouth, are you honestly going to tell me, Mandela Man, that those are the same mouth? Because I'm going to tell you the one in the middle is significantly different than the shape of the top and the bottom. The shape of her mouth is the top. The bottom is lip liner to make it look more even.
Well, even if the mouth or even if the teeth don't match, the nose still doesn't match, in my opinion, at all.
No, none of it matches. They're completely different people. But right now we're just focusing on the mouth. The woman on the top has thinner lips all around, which can happen with age, but it's the top lip. Her lip is almost completely straight. And Kristen McAuliffe has like that seagull shape with the point in the middle.
Yeah, more feminine actually. Yeah.
Yep. The eyes. Again, the woman in the middle. She has a bigger bridge of the nose, and the shape of her eyes are different. Kristen McAuliffe's eyes are wide open, very symmetrical. The woman on the top has a smaller eye on our right side. Their eyebrows are shaped completely different. And the top of the nose is wider on the lookalike than Kristen McAuliffe. Here we've got the nose shape different. Again, I'll show it to you without the drawing in a second. But the difference in the nose shape, the woman that is supposedly her has a nose tip that comes down. It's pointed. The tip of the nose is longer than the sides. Whereas Kristen McAuliffe's, it's even. It's hard to see because they're low quality pictures.
Is this the last of the astronaut? I think, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. But do you see the difference in the size of the eyes?
Yeah.
Like, you can't change that. That is not something that can be done cosmetically. You cannot change the size of the eyes.
Yeah, I agree.
Here we go. There's a duplicate. Oh, I found one with Kristen McAuliffe with a more straight, but again, it's not straight. It curves upward. When she's not doing a full smile, it's a bow. It's like it goes up a little bit and then back down. Whereas the woman that's supposedly her, straight across. Straight across. And Krista obviously has bigger teeth. Okay. And then this image is circulating that they're like, this is Kristen McAuliffe now, but that's not Kristen McAuliffe. That's Laurel B. Clark. So I don't know why people are comparing them and saying she's Kristen McAuliffe. She's not.
Well, will the real astronaut stand up? That's my question.
But the ironic thing is, I think the doppelganger looks more like Laurel B. Clark than Kristen McAuliffe.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That's ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So this article here, who really are the Deadbringer brothers of dead Challenger astronauts? We're not going to read all this. It's going to be in my Flickr account. You're welcome to go read it on your own. We're going to skip ahead and I'm going to tell you where I need to read it. So go to the next one. Okay. Nope. Next. In the case of Challenger admissions specialist Ronald McNair and Ellison Onizuka, their respective doppelgangers are their brothers, Carl McNair and Claude Onizuka. Okay. Let's see. All right, we can go to the next one. A reader named Linda asked a very good question. Has anyone searched for records of those that claim to be brothers of the ones who died to see if they ever actually existed? The following are the results of my search. Not my search, their search, but you know what I mean.
Mhm.
All right, continue. I searched Ancestry.com for Carl McNair, who claims to be the brother of astronaut Ronald McNair. Carl S. McNair's LinkedIn page says his birthday is December 16th. Wikipedia's page on Ronald McNair says his parents are Carl C. and Pearl M. So I asked Ancestry.com to search all birth, baptism, and christening records for Carl McNair, born on December 16th, whose father is Carl McNair and mother is Pearl McNair. Results of search. Just one record was found, and it's not of astronaut brother Carl McNair. The record is from Texas birth certificates 1903 to 32 of Herschel John McNair, born on 12 October 1912. Rosewood Upshur, whose father was William McNair and mother was Pearl Watkins. So in other words, there was no record of Carl McNair. In other words, according to Ancestry.com, there is no Carl McNair, brother of Ronald McNair. And you can't read the screenshot because it's too blurry. So in other words, the people who first made this graphic saying that, you know, this astronaut is still alive and this is what they look like, who said that it was the brother of that astronaut, may have been making up the whole thing.
Strange.
Just saying.
You got anything
And-
else, Sandy?
Yep,
More-
we're still going.
All right.
Just to be sure, I redid my search for Carl McNair, this time without specifying the names of the parents. There were 8,850 results. So I narrowed the search to Carl McNair, whose father's last name is McNair and whose mother's first name is Pearl. That narrowed the results to 8,980. That includes more, so that's confusing. I found no Carl McNair, whose father's name is also Carl McNair, and whose mother's first name is Pearl. No parent names were given for these three Carl McNairs.
That sounds a little shilly, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Since astronaut Ronald McNair was born on October 21st, 1950, we can rule out number one, born in 1950. That leaves us with Carl F. McNair and Marcus Carl McNair, neither of whom is Carl S. McNair, the name of astronaut brother Carl McNair on his LinkedIn. I also asked Ancestry.com to search for the birth records of Claude Onizuka, the alleged brother of astronaut Ellison Onizuka, or Onizuka. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry.
Anna.
Okay, I'll go back. I wasn't done. According to Wikipedia's entry on Ellison, his father was the late Masamitsu Onizuka. His mother is Mitsu Onizuka. Result of search, your search for Claude Onizuka returned 0 good matches. And next. Here's the screenshot I took of Ancestry.com's results. There are 0 searches. You can't read it because it's old, low quality, blurry. Next. And that's enlarged. Just to be sure, I redid the search for Claude. This time without putting in the names of the parents. There were 36 results, none of which is Claude. In other words, according to Ancestry.com, no one named Claude Onizuka or Carl S. McNair have ever been born in the United States. Okay, stop here a second.
Brr. It's cold.
Okay. So again, I'm done with trying to prove that that's not the whole thing is made up. I think the whole thing's made up. You can believe what you want. I just needed to put that out there because I see a lot of people in my chat saying that they're still alive because of this this thing, these people that they claim that they are. So I needed to do this. I've known about this for a while, a long time. Like since I pretty much learned about it. And I talked to Jeff about it. I was going to show it a long time ago, and I never did because so many people believe it. But especially with AI coming out the way it did, I felt it was time and it was necessary because I think the whole thing's made up. And if we push things that are not true, it makes us look really bad and untrustworthy. And that's why I needed to say I'm sorry and tell you what happened with that crater thing. Because my reputation is on the line. It's not a good feeling to share something that's not real.
Well, can I add this one thing to the whole end of this? You remember these people, the last person that, well, the first person that blew the whistle on him, what happened to him and his other crew members?
I don't know who you're referring to.
Gus Grissom.
Oh.
So these people don't really care if they have to get rid of people that can talk about the program. That's just a feeling I get out of it. I'm not going to go, hey, I know this for sure. But I mean, as it goes, in my mind, that's what I look at. Their history with their astronauts.
Mm. I agree with you. I agree. All right. So the slide that we're on is a placeholder. The official story as to why the Challenger exploded is a failed O-ring because of the cooler temperatures that were in Florida that day. And apparently the O-ring couldn't handle cooler temperatures. My question is, yes or no? Do you remember it being so cold that everything was covered in icicles?
I don't personally, no, not at all.
I don't remember either way. I have no idea.
I could have sworn they said it was in the 40s or the 50s. I could have sworn it was the 40s or the 50s. You need like 30s and 20s to get icicles.
I'm pretty sure it's a lot colder in space. Right?
It is, but that part of the ship would have been off of it at that point. The O-ring was on the rocket, the big red thing.
Yeah. So the whole thing seems fishy, doesn't it?
It does.
It stinks.
Assholes.
And if these people actually died, they're responsible for it, for sure.
But like you said,
yeah,
a few seconds ago.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, awakened reflection.
There is no lesser of evils here. There's just evil.
Yeah.
Oh, feel better, Jessica. Good night. Hey, Morgan.
Good night, Jessica.
Well, are you done with your presentation, Sandy?
No, I'm waiting for answers on the temperature.
I get you. All right.
Do you see any answers in your chat?
I'll go take a look. And people are saying let's ask Wisket. I don't know. Wisket ain't going to give you an answer. I think our best bet is to research the day. I don't see anybody in here saying anything about temperature right yet.
Okay. Hi, Natasha H. Let's see. Very says Lil Cam. Good night, Jessica.
Oh, I got a good comment from Ken Rodman. He said he came here to watch girls in bikinis on the beach because my name of my stream is Baywatch.
Oh. The question again was, on the day the Challenger exploded, yes or no, do you recall it being so cold that everything was covered in icicles? That's the question. Yes or no, do you remember everything being covered in icicles?
I don't, because they always cancel the launch, because if there's a weather coming in or lightning or something like that. But ice in Florida, no, I never seen that before. Well, now we do, but not before in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
They would have canceled it.
Yanni says no. Anyway, from Pix, no ice. Hammersback says no. What do you guys say? Roger said no. What about you, Pushing?
Yeah, I don't remember any icicles.
Okay. Astral?
I don't remember icicles, but I don't think I've seen that much of that footage anyway. So yeah,
Okay.
I'll just say no. I haven't. Yeah, I don't remember icicles.
Jose?
Nope. I don't remember the ice.
Yanni says footage I remember, no ice. No, says Natasha H. William Easton says no. Very, very unusual to get icicles at the Cape.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I live there, not at the Cape, but right down the road from it. And when I was a kid, I mean, I went through a couple of seasons, and I never remember it freezing ever.
Right.
They had a couple of frosts come in and they killed the orange crop, but it's not enough to affect O-rings.
And just like Push and said, everything is, controlled by weather or oil or gas or everything.
Yeah.
Everything has to be certified to the highest level. And like Push and said, no little weather like that is going to mess up the spaceship.
Mm-hmm. And I got a Floridian telling me I'm in Big Pine selling. He says it rarely freezes, not in the Cape.
Hey, Inferno. Inferno says, I remember it being a sunny, nice day. Oh, just you wait. I have pictures.
Here we go.
Just you wait. Oh, my goodness.
It was a really clear day.
No, not Houston, Morgan, in Florida. Okay. All right, we can go on. We can go on. These are the icicles, everyone.
Burr.
No way.
Oh yeah. I don't remember that.
Mm-mm.
And if there was
I
that
don't
much ice,
either.
I could see them defrosting it before they take off.
Yep.
Is this the real challenge?
This is it.
God.
Oh, wait, there's more. Next one. Look at the fog, people.
Yeah.
Look at the fog of the sunny day from the cold temperatures.
What was the date and the time?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember that too.
January 28th, 1986. 12:01 p.m., someone said. Morgan, maybe? I don't remember this. This is new for me.
Yeah,
I've covered the Challenger multiple times, and I don't remember this.
Yeah, this is not my reality.
Me either.
Convenient photos. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Like
seeing footage of it. It was a blue sky. I mean, it could have been up higher than the clouds, I guess, but still. Yeah, I don't remember any of this fog.
It was clear.
Yeah.
Sunshiny day.
Every launch has to be clear. No lightning, no storms coming, no wind, no nothing. This is crazy.
If it was this bad, they would have canceled it, man.
Yeah.
Unless Roger, like you said.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's ugly. Yeah. So they're murderers if that's the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They send them up to fail.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Good thing I stuck around. Yeah.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Special K says, I remember them talking about it being dangerous to take off because of the icicles freezing the controls. However, I was only 1, so I don't remember it being cold. I don't remember it being cold at all, but I remember them saying it was cooler than a typical Florida January day. Like, so I thought it was somewhere in the 40s. You would not have icicles. Tanya McGill says David Weiss disagrees with you, and so do many in the flat earth community. That's fine. You can disagree. I disagree with you then. Sorry, my eyes don't lie. Those people are not the same people. And I feel people who continue to spread it are spreading a lie.
Yeah, I'm glad you did that presentation, Sandy.
Thank
Oh,
you,
that's
Christian.
a really good thing.
Well,
No,
guys,
I'm
my
not.
2 hours is over. I can only stay 2 hours. My lady has to go to work tomorrow, and I don't want to keep her up.
Okay.
All right. Well, good night, and thank you for this. Was fun. I liked it, even though I'm not a flat earther or whatever. But yeah, very interesting. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you, Jose.
See you later,
Have a good
Roger.
night.
Take care,
Yeah,
Christian, Astro,
Later, Jose.
everybody in the chat. Thank you.
Later, Jose.
All right.
Good night, Jose.
Good night. Thank you. Bye.
I don't know where the story originated, Tanya. Does anyone know where the story originated from? I thought it originated from Reddit. To be honest with you, that's where I thought it came from.
I don't think Dave Weiss started this.
I never really looked into Dave Weiss's story on it. I mean, I have his app and stuff, but I mean, I don't follow everything he believes. And we've called him out for shilling for TFE at the very go. Yeah, he wanted that dichotomy. He wanted the argument to continue, and he would ride both sides of it. Yeah.
I don't see what any of this has to do with flat Earth.
It
Because
doesn't.
it doesn't. It has nothing to do with flat Earth. I mean, it doesn't matter where like obviously, because I don't believe we can. Well, they could. I believe they can go to orbit. I don't believe they can go further than that. But regardless, the footage that day shows the capsule flying out, and like if they hit the water, it's like hitting cement. They're dead. That's like driving a car at 500 miles per hour straight into a wall.
Yeah,
that's why I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they're alive, but those are not the if they are alive, those are not them. That's all I know.
Yeah. Well, like with the space shuttle itself, the integrity of it and the velocity and it actually going into what they claim space is almost physically impossible just by the structure of it. It's more like an airplane. I think they flew the shuttle as an airplane, a high altitude plane. That's
yeah, like you said, like free fall.
They don't even free fall. They didn't do that in the shuttle. And a lot of those takes that you get when launching, most of the satellites supposedly that they launch off, they're done with the scale studios. We've actually seen the strings on the launch satellites that they throw up. They're not; those aren't real. That's not done in flight. The flight is just an illusion to get you think that they're up there flying around. That's the way I look at it personally.
Mm-hmm. That's where we disagree. I believe they can go in orbit, but not even orbit. You know what I mean? Like they can go up and float. You know what I'm saying? Like
Well, yeah, you can do that just with free fall. Yeah, for long
that's what I'm
distance.
talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking. That is what I'm referring to.
Yeah, but launching these so-called satellites, that's what basically what its job was in repairing stuff like satellites. That's what they were said they used it for. But we've examined a lot of their footage doing that, and there's a lot of, like I said, camera work that they did in studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we showed that with the blur.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these people, we can't trust them. I'm going to be honest with you. This is part of the show.
Well, actually, Tanya, a lot of us, like I was 10 years old. I remember watching it in class. I remember. Like this is
the same with me too.
Yeah, these are a lot of sections. I mean, I don't get that.
I was 15 though. It's a little different.
The average age of my viewers is between 30 and 50. That's the average. I mean, there's people of other ages, but the bulk of my viewers are between 30 and 50.
Now, I wanted to add something to that too. Like these astronauts that came back from Artemis, you're not going to get a lot of free time talking to them. They're not going to let them do like presses and stuff. You notice that with the original 3 astronauts, that they didn't do a lot of press conferences. They didn't talk to people because they'll trip up on their stories. They lose the plot. So, and if you think you're going to spill the beans on this program, like I said earlier about the original astronaut,
Do you think that maybe those astronauts on the Challenger might have been a problem or were going to be a problem, so maybe they did that on purpose?
Could be, man.
Do you think that's why they called it the Challenger? Because they're letting you know that this is what happens to Challengers?
Well, the Challenger was a ripoff of James Ross Clark's fleet. Like the Enterprise, the Challenger. These are the original explorers who actually sailed the southern oceans and found Antarctica, or what they call Antarctica. They called it the ice wall because they did. There's 400 miles worth of documented ice ring out in the southern part of the ocean, and they couldn't penetrate it. So yeah, they stole all these names, and even Gene Roddenberry stole names from Captain Cook and his fleet. The name their ships with. It's like a nod to the true explorers who actually explored our world. So yeah, I don't know if that's really. There could have been a problem with the shuttle program because they were getting ready to burn it anyways, right? And these guys would be obsolete. They wouldn't have a job neither on top of that. So, I mean, why wouldn't they try to blackmail somebody that's having them lie for them? Like you're gonna take care of me for the rest of my life, or I'll tell. So just saying.
Was that the last picture, Astro?
Yeah, that's it. That's last slide.
So I'm going to do some research on that day and the weather for sure.
Well,
I want to get temperature, barometric pressure, dew point, find out if it did flash freeze, like supposedly that just showed us. Good God, there was like inches of ice on that thing, like it had been freezing.
Right.
No,
I don't remember that. And
no.
I've also covered Mandela effects with the Challenger in my past. When it exploded, the cabin didn't get shot out to the side. They died instantly in my past, and now it actually listed drowning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not true. I'm pretty sure way before they hit the ground, they were dead.
Way before. But that's the thing, like, and it also, they also said that
they lost pressure.
The one of the crew members flicked switches, and 2 crew members pulled down oxygen masks, so they did not die instantly like they did in my past.
I never heard that part of the story at all, ever.
Yeah, so I'm saying that was the Mandela that I covered. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always thought that the thing just blew up in the sky, and then that was it. They were just
they added drama to it later with writers. Okay, well, maybe 2 of them.
Well, no, now there's a photo. You can see the cabin where they are at, going off to the side. And I don't remember the explosion looking like that, with that little streak of them going off to the side. And when they of course they have close up images, you can see it. You can see the cabin shooting off.
What about the guy that had the company called what was it? It had the logo that looked like the Challenger explosion.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't remember the company though.
Yeah, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's like either they're playing off of it, or maybe some of the truth kind of surfaced, and a lot of people jumped on it, and now they're trying to ride it like this is a topic.
What's your problem, Tanya McGill? I mean, what? I don't get what you're asking these questions for.
Again, in my past, they died instantly. There's no fragment. I'm literally telling you, in my past, they died instantly, and there wasn't a plume from the cabin going off to the side. It just exploded, and that was it. There was no cabin with them alive. That's the story now.
They changed it, obviously.
Mm-hmm. That's not my memory. My memory didn't change. It's exactly the same. Hey, I want tea.
You should see my computer. I got like 5 windows open, and I got 2 like covering the screen. So I'm watching my stream and your stream at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Wolfie.
And it's glitching here and there.
Hey, Matt Moon Crazy.
They didn't drown. That's ridiculous.
I told you there's people who would rather hold on to a lie than face the truth when it's shown to them.
Yeah, and some people just want to muddy the water too because they can't handle the truth.
No, didn't Tom Cruise say you couldn't handle the truth?
I think pretty sure he did. I mean, I don't know. My memory fragments. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey, Joe Monk. Joe Monk's putting a donut in the chat. Give me a moment. I will get you a donut. There you are. Dancing donut for you.
Speaking of donuts, did you check your Cash App?
Yeah, right, Noise Guru. Well said.
Did you hear me, Sandy? Did you check your Cash App lately?
I have not.
Go check it.
I am checking. I am not seeing anything.
You sure?
I'm sure. I'm sure.
I swear. I'm going to have a talk with Cash App if not. No, it shows a reply from you too.
Oh, that was earlier. I already did the thank you for you. You weren't here?
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
yeah.
You were totally here.
Was I? I was probably going back and forth between.
Yeah.
I was like, huh? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again. I even said I get to say thank you to you when you're here.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that was what the thank you was for. Never mind. Forget it.
Yeah, that's what it was for.
I didn't know if you had gotten it. Yeah, but you obviously did.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know, no problem.
Yeah, it took me a while.
I gave it some to Hebrews GoFundMe too. For his.
Thank you.
No, it wasn't it. Yeah, I did what I can.
I will let him know so he could do a thank you on his show.
You don't have to. But thank you for the thank you.
He wants to. He wants to. Unless people want to remain anonymous. But you obviously don't because you just said it publicly. So
yeah, I don't care either way. I mean, I could be anonymous or not, as long as the people get what they need. It's not about like, hey, look, I'm being charitable. I mean, I'm charitable with all the people I support in the community.
Noise Guru says, Noise Guru says clearly they drowned because space is a giant swimming pool.
Yeah, that was the comment that
Well, I mean, the waters above and waters below there's so many like clues to it. Even like some of the like modern day even rock songs even talk about it.
Hold on for a second. Tanya misunderstood what I said.
I
They
got it.
said, I didn't say they drowned.
Yeah.
They said they drowned. There's reports. So, let me just pull up the presentation.
Yeah, go ahead.
We'll do that. We'll just pull up the presentation so that way you can see the facts as they are. Again, I'm talking about a Mandela effect. I'm talking about the official story does not match my memory.
Mhm.
That's all. I'm not saying that I remember them drowning. They never drowned in my past. They were already dead.
Yeah. They died before they got. I mean, I even heard them report that, but they were looking for bodies. That's what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
And that $10 is for the YouTube premium, so you don't have to go and watch.
Thank you.
I told you I was going to keep that up. So I'm trying to.
Thank you.
Yeah, it makes my show watching much more pleasurable. I mean, I pay YouTube for premium, so why not pay people who put out the production?
Thank you.
You do the
Astro-
work. They don't. YouTube doesn't do anything.
No, they don't.
The copyright, yeah.
Astro, can you please grab the presentation in the private chat? Hey, Dr. Bob. We'll try to get through this quick because Astro's got to go to bed soon.
Yeah, do you remember like the heat panels on the shuttle? I'm just referring to like just recently with their heat shielding on the Orion, or not the whatever, the Artemis, whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
They had problems with them too. So
While we wait, guys, I haven't done this yet. Gosh, wherever you are, whatever platform you're on, please take a moment and like the stream that you're watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell so you're notified whether you're on my main channel, my second channel, Roger's channel, Rumble, wherever you're watching. Make sure you're subscribed, please, and ring the bell so you're notified when we go live. Donuts are very much appreciated. They are very much needed. They are never, ever required. If you would like to donut, like Roger, like Richard Minnick did, like Woo Riders, links are in the description.
I don't
Where's
do
it?
it for the donuts, Sandy. I do it to make you happy. There you go.
It's fun to give a donut.
Yeah. Some people were asking where Splatter's at. I was wondering the same earlier.
Oh, I told me to have the night off because he did a show every single day because of Hero.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of getting to him. It seemed.
It was. A few years ago, I covered an event that no longer matches my memory. Unfortunately, there is more to history now, as well as a possible new Mandela effect. That's the thing, Tanya. Tanya, are you familiar with the Mandela effect? I could have sworn Tanya's been here before.
I have no idea. Never seen her before, neither.
The crew of the Challenger space shuttle included a teacher. Please spell her last name. Krista McCullough. Please spell her last name the way you remember it spelled.
I have no idea.
I'm with Roger.
I really didn't know much about the Challenger astronauts, so I really don't know.
I know you guys are slightly younger, and that made a difference.
Yeah.
You know, when you're, under the age of, I'd say 12, 2-3 years can make a big difference with remembering details like this. Like this was huge in school for me.
Yeah, I was only 4 when this happened, so yeah,
I was 10.
Oh yeah, that's a huge difference.
That's a huge difference in what a child remembers. I didn't even realize I'm 6 years older than you. 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 Wow.
Yeah, I thought it was more like 7, but yeah, 6 or 7. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think I was in 6th grade and actually had a TV rolled into our classroom, so we
Yep.
could watch the lunch.
Yeah, we did too. I was in kindergarten.
So McCullough for Awakened Reflection. McDonald's for Noise Guru.
The Golden Arches, sir. Yes.
McAuliffe for Joe Monk.
Tanya gave you a definition for Mandela.
Hey, Carrie Doyle. I'm gonna get to it. I'm going in order looking for answers. Don't believe her. She's only 28, says Noise Guru. I agree, Hammer's facts. I agree. Not story fragments. It's never story fragments. It's not subjective either. We back it up with evidence.
We're almost on 3 hours. Good gravy.
That's nothing for us. It's 2
I know.
hours 18 for us. You started earlier. McBroccoli. McLovin. It's going off the rails. Okay, we can go on.
The Pineapple Express is here.
Okay, so in my past, her name was like McCarthy, McCartney, or McCabe. Her name was McAuliffe in my past, but in this reality, her name is McAuliffe, which looks extremely wrong to me. It was a double C, and I didn't see anyone write McAuliffe in the chat. And look, Awaken says McAuliffe. Oh wow, that looks familiar to me. Now that you say that, and that was before I read this part. But I could go with McCullough too. But I wouldn't say C-O, I'd say C-U-L-L-O-U-G-H.
That's McCullough.
It could also be McCullough.
Mm.
But I remember McAuliffe. A-U-L. C-A-U-L, not A-U-L. M-C-C. Like small C, big C. Okay, next.
Like she's Scottish. Yeah.
Thanks to the chat, I realized that I had taken an update. The original graphic says that I remember McAuliffe. With 2 L's. See, no, I wrote McCullough, the U-L-L-O-U-G-H. Okay, next. Krista McAuliffe. It was not M-C-A. Absolutely not. I don't care how it was spelled. It was M-C, capital C.
That's weird spelling to me. I don't know any. Never seen the name before.
Mm-hmm. So here is residue for McAuliffe, a C-A-U. Teacher astronaut Krista McAuliffe. That's in the article. Next. University of Central Florida remembers teacher Krista McAuliffe, M-C-C-A-U.
That sounds more like it. I mean,
Mm-hmm. So this is CNN, I think. What can you zoom in actually on the top so I can see what stations we're looking at? Oh, ABC 7 Action News, KTNB, Fox 29, WTXF, which is Philadelphia, Fox 5 Morning News. All remember McCauliffe. McAuliffe. Space Shuttle Challenger Monument, teacher Kristen McAuliffe. Quizlet, the answer is Kristen McAuliffe.
Well, I'm just going to go with that spelling. That seems like the most prominent one. That's what I can think.
Tanya, no, I don't have proof of my 10-year-old memory other than everyone else remembering it too.
That's it. Let's just stop the show.
Yeah, let's just hey,
Kill the
Tanya,
camera.
hold
Just
on,
drop
wait.
the camera.
Tanya, do you remember your parents' birthdays? How about your phone number when you were a kid? How old are you actually? Because if you're only 25, you might not know that stuff. I don't know. Because if you grew up with iPhones and you dial by name, you might not know a phone number. Do you remember the addresses you've lived at? Do you remember how to get to work? How to get to a friend's house without looking at a map? Stop trying to tell me that my memory isn't good. Our memories are better than they try to tell you.
I remember my grandparents' phone number.
So do I.
Me too.
I remember
And
my first
address.
Well, I don't
boyfriend's
remember
phone
your
number.
grandparents. I don't remember your grandparents' phone number, but
No, my grandparents never no longer lived there, but they lived at 410 Gann Street, Lowell, North Carolina. I can give you their phone number. It's disconnected if you want to know what it is, but 704. Never mind. I'm not going to go any further.
Yeah, I know all the old numbers I used to call when I was a kid, like all my old friends.
You had to know these numbers.
Yeah.
They told me if you're ever out, you get hurt, lost, or anything, you got the phone number. It's drilled into your head.
Oh, and there's a question from Tanya. So
Oh, boy.
any McCullough anywhere? No. What does that mean?
yeah, one of my best friends, that was his last name. And his brother.
That's a common name.
Yeah.
I remember my first landline phone number from
Yeah.
when I learned it probably in 1979.
Yeah. I remember mine.
I'll give you my grandparents. It's 704-824-3086. It's no longer connected, but yeah, my grandparents are dead. The house has been sold. It's long gone. But I remember that to this day, and I'm 55 years old, and I remembered it when I was like 6.
Yep.
And I know how to get around the same town, every street, right now, like the back of my hand. That's where I grew up.
Yeah.
Well, did you piece it together with fragments, like of numbers? Is that how you remember?
No, I don't. I remember I just recall it, just thinking about it. Yeah. And never mind. I'm not going to get into it. There's certain things you want to remember and you retain. Those memories will never leave you.
Yeah. Hold on a minute. Tanya, no, you don't have to believe it. I'm not telling you have to. It's not a vague story. It's very particular, actually. 10-year-old me sitting in a classroom watching the Challenger explode and remembering clearly that they died instantly. The news reporting that they died instantly. And now that's not the story. You don't have to believe anything.
Yeah,
you don't even have to be here. That's your choice.
I agree with T. Underwood. She's just trolling, and she's probably going to get blocked if she's going to keep it up.
Okay. Well, anyway, here's more residue. We can get through the residue quickly because Astral does have to go to bed.
Yeah.
Go ahead. There's lots of residue. Lots and lots and lots of residue because lots and lots of people remember it's spelled this way. And these are like the town of Concord. These aren't just like, people making posts on X.
Beautiful town.
Mm-hmm. Here's Cullough. Now, there's Cullough. There's also people's posts, but there's other things too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's both. There's Krista McAuliffe. CNN transcripts. Scripts. Anyway, they remember. Wait, go back 1 second. CNN remembers MCCULLOUGH, and her name is MCAULIFFE. CNN got it that wrong. Okay, go on.
That's an easy way to misspell it or to spell it. Either way. I don't know what the original spelling
Oh,
is.
this is important. Krista E. McCullough. That is very important. Remember that one. That it's Krista with a middle initial E. Remember that.
Well,
Carla Hernandez, hello. Just remember that. That's all. Okay, go on. You can keep going. We're just going to go through these quick. All right. But the main question, the rewind update is, what killed the crew of the Challenger? 1, drowning. 2, suffocation. 3, from the explosion. 4, from hitting the water. What do you remember? After I just had to tell you everything.
For me, it was 3, the explosion.
I'm thinking the explosion. And if the explosion didn't get in the water, it would definitely have finished it off.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Like I said, it's like hitting a wall.
From that
3 for Dr. Bob.
Yeah.
From the explosion for Dr. Bob. For Carla Hernandez, same thing. William Easton, 3. Hammers Facts, 3. 5 from listening to Jimmy Kimmel, says Noise Guru. 3 for Awakened Reflection. Underwood says 3.
So did they perform an autopsy on them if they drowned? They would have
They
like
did.
a report. Yeah.
They did to perform autopsies. All right, we can go on. Okay, in my past, the entire crew passed the moment the shuttle exploded. Well, look at that, Tanya. My memory matches what I wrote 2 years ago. Anyway, but in 2020, that is not what history stated. Back then, they claimed they had died from asphyxiation. Because in 2020, I covered this, and now I'm covering it again. From asphyxiation, burns, and drowning. The info shared in 2020 is above. What killed Challenger astronauts? It says right there, the Space Shuttle Challenger exploded just 73 seconds after blasting off from Florida's Kennedy Space Center, killing all 7 astronauts on board, including New Hampshire educator Krista McAuliffe, a civilian who had been selected to fly via NASA's Teacher in Space program. That is residue. That's why it's in green. It says they died instantly. Okay, next. NASA Challenger crew survived blast and fell 12 miles to their death, fully conscious. Absolutely not. Astronauts likely survived for minutes after Challenger explosion. Again, absolutely not. Look at the dates. What does that date say?
Oh, wait, which one?
It's really
One-
small.
With the box.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, January 28th, 2011.
So since 2011, they have been they've been reporting that they survived. And I never heard they survived until after 2020.
That's a long time after it happened. Why did the story change so much?
Exactly. But in 2024, the reasons are asphyxiation and dismemberment from impact with the water. They are saying that they could have survived if there was a softer landing. They even say that 2 emergency oxygen masks were deployed. Does this match your memory? Because it didn't match mine when I found this information.
Oh,
Okay, next.
so much wrong with that.
Actually,
they'll die from being allergic to shellfish.
Actually, most of guys, we have to hurry. He's got to go in like 3 minutes.
Sorry, Astral.
Most of the crew were probably conscious and aware of their fate for the 2.5 minutes it took to fall to the sea. Powell's account in the newspaper said at least 3 of the astronauts were able to turn on emergency air supplies after the blast. The condition of salvage parts indicated the shuttle's crew compartment survived the explosion intact. And they also have photographic evidence of it. And there was no clear evidence the cabin even depressurized before it broke apart when it hit the ocean at 200 miles per hour, dismembering the astronauts' bodies. If it had landed softly, the newspaper quoted an investigator as saying, they could have swam home.
Oh my God. Nah.
Yeah.
I seriously
And then-
doubt they would have. Oh, sorry.
No. You have to hear the part they added on to this article. Shirley Green of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration said there had been no cover-ups and no attempt to cover up.
Oh, okay. There you go.
That means there was no cover up. So.
Definitely not because she said so. And there you go. That is said it. We want to see the evidence of that. It's not going to happen.
I just thought it was funny that they added that to the article.
Yeah. Yeah.
No cover up. Yeah.
Shuttle crew said to have survived blast. Man excuse alert. Now it's a cover up. Challenger crew was conscious after blast. NASA reports at least 3 emergency air packs were activated. Heard on cabin tape. This was reported, everyone, in 1986. So
Nope.
forget 2011. It's a Mandela effect. The history is different.
Yeah.
Does anyone remember them hearing on the cabin tape?
No.
Nope.
I've never even heard the cabin.
That would have
tape,
made the
period.
news. That really
That would be extremely famous.
Yeah. Okay, next. The new angle of the explosion shows the pod with the astronauts falling to the water. I didn't see that when I originally watched this, or the multiple replays over the years. I don't remember that little string coming down.
Yeah. I swear the footage I remember seeing is it like flying out at a diagonal, kind of like that, and then just like kind of blasting into pieces. You know what I mean? Like it was kind of like shooting off into like separate. Like
I'm pretty sure they had tons of cameras with all the networks there. So
Yeah.
get every angle.
One more question. What was her first name? I already told you this. Krista, right. That's what I remember. Remember, I said to remember the E.
Oh, I get it now. I see where you're going.
I know you all are thinking that I'm asking about the first name for the spelling. Nope, not going down that rabbit hole of highlighting 5 colors of green because I'd need a different color green for each version of Krista. I asked because I've never heard of her name being anything other than Krista, Kristen are all spellings I found of Krista McAuliffe.
Definitely not Shannon or whatever it is.
Yeah. Here's Krista McAuliffe. It says her name's Krista, but then you go underneath Sharon Krista McAuliffe. Where's the E?
Yeah.
Where did that E go, guys? It's actually Sharon C. McAuliffe. I've even seen her name as Krista E, but I have never seen, heard, or learned that her real first name was Sharon. Have you? Do you think this could be a Mandela or information that is rarely shared? Or have you always known her name as Sharon Krista?
So Sharon's not, or Krista's not short for Sharon.
Nope.
That's her full name there?
Yeah, Sharon Krista Corrigan McAuliffe.
Wow.
Wow.
Corrigan's her maiden name.
Okay. Now I get it.
You can go on Astro. First teacher in space, Sharon Krista McAuliffe. And that's on her headshot at NASA. Sharon Krista McAuliffe. It's on the commemorative envelope. Sharon Krista McAuliffe. Born Sharon Krista Corrigan. She signs her name S. Period. Krista McAuliffe.
Wow.
So where's the E come from? What is it supposed to be?
Exactly. What is it supposed to be? Part 2, new historical timeline from my past. New York Cham. Volume 1. Good morning. But there's something even stranger in this timeline for me. I'm really curious to know if any of this is part of your past. By the way, the coin became a thing in 2021. I heard nothing about this, but I could have just missed this. Does anyone remember a Kristen McAuliffe commemorative coin?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, next. Do you remember Barbara Morgan?
And not at all.
Mm. I remember this presentation. That's right.
Awaken says nope. This is an anchor memory for me. This should be an anchor memory for me, I should put. Walter says no. But it's not, because this is not in my past. Barbara Morgan is the name of the mom of a K to 12th grade friend who lived across the street from me. So I would imagine that I would remember Krista having a backup teacher training alongside her with the name of my friend's mom who lived across the street. You would think that would, get my attention. Like, no way.
Yep.
That's Mrs. Morgan's name. No. No memory of this woman. I have no memory of her. Carla doesn't remember the coin and is a coin collector.
Oh, nice. I wouldn't trust a NASA coin. at
No,
all.
Tanya, because I'd never heard of this woman in my life. Why would I question this at age 10? Apparently, you do not know how the Mandela effect works. You really don't. Barbara Morgan was a teacher, but was the selected backup for Krista. She trained alongside Krista. Everything Krista did, learned, trained for, Barbara was by her side doing the exact same thing. Yet I have no memory of her being in any of these pictures or videos. And we would watch videos all the time.
There is some vague recollection about another teacher, but I don't remember the name.
Mm-hmm. After the challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do you remember, that's the thing, Liv. She's in all the videos and pictures. She's always there. And I don't remember her. After the Challenger explosion, she continued in Krista's place. She educated and continued training and supposedly went to space in 2007. I have no memory of this. No memory of her name at NASA on my multiple visits there. She was not there. Do you remember astronaut teacher Barbara Morgan?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Nope. And I get it. Like, it's just a random name to you guys. But for me, that's a name I should remember. Anything else?
No.
No,
Astro?
I don't even remember Barbara Morgan. I don't know.
No. I was asking if that's the last slide or if there's more.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's
It's okay. I'm just showing you how prominent Barbara Morgan was. She was everywhere. You can go through them quick.
She's photogenic. That's what it is.
Mhm.
After the Challenger explosion, she continued. Oh wait, it's the same thing. It's a duplicate slide.
Oh, okay.
You can go on.
She's probably Epcot's near there, it looks like.
Barbara Radding Morgan. She's the first teacher to have been to space. So you'd think you'd know her name, guys.
Should.
Krista with her backup, Barbara Morgan, everywhere. She was everywhere. Barbara Morgan, teacher in space backup. Sharon, Krista McAuliffe, and Barbara Morgan.
They're cousins, identical cousins.
Is any of this a Mandela effect for you? Krista's names, Barbara, now, how, when they died. Again, I cannot talk about some things on YouTube. I'm just asking. And that some things I can't talk about on YouTube, I just did. Oh, well, but that's because I was debunking it. YouTube's okay with that. I'm just asking what you remember learning in the past. Does tonight's info match your memory? Let me know in the comments below. Astral, if you want to just cut out, I'm just going to do the shout outs. I know you got to go to bed.
It's okay. I mean, it's only going to be a few minutes, right?
Yeah.
It's all right. I can stay.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to hop back over on my stream and deal with everybody over there. Thanks for having me on, Sandy. Thanks for showing me, especially the first part. I wanted to know if that was AI anyways. And
Yeah,
I'm glad
no
you pointed
problem.
out the fakery going on, especially the microphone. Good God.
Yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed that part. And you missed a lot of it. You made me skip ahead to the AI thing.
I got the pictures saved from your Flickr, so I can actually go through it myself.
Yep, go for it. Like I said, feel free.
Well, good night, guys. I'm going to go over to Restream.
Good night, Roger. Thank you again. And good night to Roger's chat.
Yeah. Good night, Roger.
Thanks for hanging
Roger.
in there with me. I know they
Good night,
a lot of them like find Mandela try or but that's them. Or some people do like it, some people don't.
I got it.
Yeah. All right, night, guys.
Good night.
Good night,
Thank you
Good night.
again, Roger.
Anytime.
See you later.
All right. So, again, I am infuriated by everything that happened. I wasted all that time presenting that stuff. Wasted all that time putting presentations together. Wasted all that time making a short that I had to remove. It's just horrible. But I do want to thank you all for being here tonight and for having an open mind, looking at the information that I presented. And
Yeah.
I just I'm out to discover the truth about things.
Yep.
I'm usually very skeptical about things. I have to look into them. And it was just bothering me, and I couldn't pretend. Like, since I was like, we're talking about NASA a lot and all this stuff. I'm like, it's time to talk about it. And I appreciate you guys listening to it. And like I said, having an open mind, looking at the evidence, and hopefully, I reached a lot of you, and people will stop sharing it because it drives me crazy. I know that's not them. I don't know. But guys, before you head out tonight, please make sure you hit like on the stream. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. I have a really nice chat. They are the best ever. And we talk about all sorts of stuff here, not just the Mandela effect. And it's almost the 18th. We can do reactions here again. That's going to be fun.
Wow. Yeah.
It's only like 3 days.
Yep. Also, donuts are very much appreciated. They're very much needed. They're never, ever required. If you would like to donut, like Roger, like Woo, like Richard Minnick did a few days ago, links are in the description. And let's see. I'm looking for the waving donut. There you go. He's waving goodnight to you. It's hard to see. We'll do the kitty cat. There's a donut for everyone. Oh, wait. He waves a flipper. There you go. go. You can see that one. All right. I think it is time for the shout outs. Just making sure I got everybody who jumped in the chat before I start. Yes. I rely on my memory now, which is the exact same thing as my memory back then.
Yeah,
That's why I remember all the songs, all the lyrics to my favorite songs.
I think that was
Like I
the
said,
one that.
Birth. What were you
Yeah,
say?
I think that was the one that. Yeah, that was my last straw. Just it wasn't even. She didn't even say anything that bad, but it just I had to kick her off of that one.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, first in the chat tonight, we had, well, in the chats tonight, we had Missing Time 420 and D-Man 216 in first. In second, we had Mr. Super Sidewinder and Little Cam 51. Ugh, come back. And in third place, we had Daniel Riffle. Then we had Kitty Caddywack, followed by David A.K. Logan Freeman, Spiderbite, Tie Man, Jose, Pushin, Roger Ledwell, Josh, Yanni, Astral Fugitive, Post Anything 2, Kenraz, Noise Guru, Marv Graham, Walter K, Salad, Hammersfax, Mustard Seed of Faith, Blue Riders DG, William Eason, Michael Fontaine, Paramarv, Special K, Francine, Ormane, Noel, Roulier Benjamin, One More Quarter, Ben, Martain, Jessica Kirk, LVK, Mandela Man, Voy, Chilster Deluxe, Awakened Reflection, Morgan, Natasha H, Inferno 224, Tanya McGill, I1T, Wolfie, Matt Moon Crazy, T Underwood, Joe Monk, Dr. Bob's Nightmare, Carrie Doyle, Carla Hernandez, and My Cham Volume 1. Did I miss anyone?
I
Sounds like you
don't.
got it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think you're good.
All right, guys. With that, I want to thank you all for being here. Like I said, I want to thank you for accepting my apology. I hope you did, at least, for not running it through AI first. But would you guys have run it through AI if it was on an official place, like the Johnson Space Center Flickr account? I don't know.
No.
I should have.
Yeah, if it was an official place, you would assume that they would know what they're doing too.
Yeah. And that's what I did. And I won't be assuming anymore. I will be running it through AI just to be safe. An AI checker. But yeah, thank you all for choosing to spend your time with us.
Hey, David. Good night, David.
I need to give these guys a break, I think. They've gone above and beyond this week. So thank you to Astral and Pushin and Jose and Splatter, even though I gave him the night off. Josh is slacking as usual. So he hasn't been here much. Thank you again to Roger Ledwell for joining us. And guys, is there anything you want to say before I ask you to say goodnight?
Yeah. If people can send some good positive energy to Bomber, because she's had kind of a rough time here lately. Just doing research and some other just she's had some bad stuff happen around her, and she's dealing with all that. So I think it would be nice to send her some good vibes.
Oh, definitely.
And other than that, yeah, thank you, Sandy, for having us on, and thank you for presenting your Challenger stuff. That was good. I enjoyed it.
Thank you. I was nervous about doing it, so thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, get some rest. You never know when we'll be back. Just keep an eye out on the posts. Guys, you know what time it is. Say goodnight, guys.
Good night. Best chat ever in the world, ever.
All right. See you soon, guys. Have a great night.
Smash the two, smash the two, smash the two, smash the two. Gonna scrap up, 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 please turn it off. Why must we watch Friends? 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 I've seen this show about 1,000,000 times. Not even funny when I'm drunk or high. Why must we
Great
watch
show.
Friends?
Thanks for
Why
joining
must
us
we
tonight.
watch Friends?
Is that Ricky?
Why must we watch Friends?
Wait a minute.
Why
Reality
must
is
we
not going to
watch
be very
Friends?
pleasant when all the good people leave.
I'm telling you now for the 100th time to change the
Isn't even close. How could you say otherwise? The lens.
Everybody, Hebrew 77 here.
I'm doing good. Now that I'm home and off work.
Why must we watch Friends? That laugh track is so welcome to me.
Fog that's happening over across everywhere.
No. Pastor of Muppets.
Asian man propagate, never too late. Yes, Lord.
Working on Baby, It's Cold Outside.
Part of your world, it's flipped back again.
We all come from different realities, like I explained last week.
Then watch TV, sit down and catch those ballet. Why must we watch Friends? 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 Why must we watch Friends?